Hey, I'm Lance Calvert with Retail Fix It. We're a nationwide facility management company. We do repairs everywhere in the country, in every single kind of trade for multi-location facility owners. So major retailers or major medical chains or restaurateurs or whoever owns a lot of locations. We do repairs in every single trade at all your locations. We centralize that and bring it into one completely streamlined process, a proven process with our long-term customers that are enjoying that now. They put a ticket in the portal. It's popcorn and Coke from then on out for them, and it's fixing their world, and they are enjoying that. And it doesn't cost them anymore. As a matter of fact, that they're saving money, and it's streamlined, and their accounting department loves it. So we're loving and doing it and solving it. We've been working on our systems and our process and our attitudes for dozens of years, and we've been doing this since 2000. The software has been in constant development for customer portal, vendor partner portal, and our admin portal for 10 plus years, with an in-house development team that is obsessed with process efficiencies. And we have no end in sight with what we're doing on the edge of technology to bring it for our customers and bring it for our vendors. Because look, if our vendors are happy and there's no grudge on our systems from them, there's no grudge costs that we have to take and kick up to the customer. So that's key. And it's creating a complete solution through cost, communication, quality, and timeliness. And those are our four pillars, and it's all kind of happening. So we're having a lot of fun with it. It's Christmas time. Not sure if I'm supposed to say that on a podcast to make these timeless, but anyway, it's Christmas. I'm just going to double down of 2024, almost Christmas. We got a few days left, but on the last episode, we did a very unique thing. We created a podcast episode bringing you into the kitchen of what it looks like as a potential customer on a discovery call with us. So it's really, really in the back office information on that last call. So go back and watch episode, I think 11 it is, if you didn't see that. We did an episode on what it's like for a potential client who reaches out to us to become a customer, a client that has, dozens or hundreds or thousands of commercial service locations that need us to centralize that maintenance and do all those repairs for them all over the country. We brought you into the discovery call of that, the first call that we have with them, and listening to them and telling them how we can solve that for them and streamline their maintenance and bring it all under one roof. On this episode, we want to show you what that second call with that potential customer looks like. Sometimes we'll do it on the first call with them, but we try to keep it on the second call because that's a lot learned. On the first call is a demo of our portal. So we'll bring them into a screen share, show them the portal, and give them a demo of the portal and show them what it looks like to put a ticket in. They can see all their open jobs in a dashboard with a comparison view of the state of those jobs. So that's what this episode is going to be about. So we'll get right into that. When a customer gets on a demo of the portal, second call with us as a potential customer, we share the screen with them. We bring them into the customer portal, and on the dashboard, the customer can see right there how to create a ticket. They can create a service request within less than a minute. They can attach a file. All their locations has already been pre-entered by us. So they just choose a drop down, choose their location, put the request needed in, attach a file if they need to. Typically they don't. They hit submit and it's off. From there, right when you put the ticket in, you get an email of the job you just created with a link back to the portal. It gives you the ticket number, etc. Okay, here it is. This is what it looks like as soon as you log in as a new customer, where you get your portal access that's emailed to you. When you get your portal access as a customer for Retail Fix It and it gets emailed to you, you have already been assigned to your respective locations. So if you're a regional person and only 200 of your locations are assigned to you, when you go in here, you're only going to see jobs related to your 200 locations, and you're not wadded up with somebody else's locations. But if you're a global user at corporate and you want to look at all locations, then obviously you'll have access to all of your locations. So there's different types of users But when you come in, you land right here, so there's no guesswork. There's two main things I always show customers as soon as I get on a portal demo with them. And that first is this blue button up here that says new service request. So that's 80% of the time you come in here, that's what you're going to be doing, is creating a service request. Because remember, after that, you don't have to come in here. You're going to be receiving emails of the job milestones on each one of them to whoever you want to receive those emails. So when we created the job, when the ETA is set for the job, you're going to get an email. When the job technician is on site, you're going to get an email. And when the job is either estimating or complete, you'll get an email. After that, it goes to accounting, and both of your accounting department and my accounting department, it's their problem then. And anyway, we said that they get an invoice for each job emailed to them, and they're enjoying the redundancy of how that looks. But I'll just show you this new service request area. And then if I'm going to roll down here, I'm going to show you below this purple line right here is all your open tickets. So as soon as you log into the dashboard, or your counterparts or teammates log into this dashboard, they don't have to figure out how to find their jobs, and they don't have to figure out how to create a ticket, because right here it says new service request. And again, below this purple line right here, all of these are your jobs, and it just keeps rolling down on all your open tickets. So we'll just show you that real quick. So again, active service calls. So this is the RCSPO number, the service location name, the address. It's even got the locations, time zone, articulated there. The service detail is written, and it's in whatever status. You've got blue lines and you've got purple lines. The difference in the blue line of status and the purple line of status is the blue line is the first cycle of the job. So pending ETA. And once we've set the ETA, it shows the ETA date, set, and time right there. And then it's in pending check-in. Once the tech is on site, he checks in, boom, it moves to like this one down here, to tech on site. And it shows when he checked in. After he checks out, it either goes to pending estimate if he didn't complete the job right then, or if he completed the job right then, it goes to complete and moves off and goes to accounting. So what's the purple line about? Well, they turn purple if an estimate was approved, and then that cycle starts over again. So it's in pending return ETA, purple line, pending return check-in, and then finally tech on site for their return visit. So the blue line is the first visit cycle. The purple line is the return visit cycle. Again, you've got a comparison view of all of your jobs. Well, of course, all your estimates come to you via email with interactive buttons in the estimate email to push and approve and get you in here to approve it. So even our notes, when we send you guys updates via email, you'll see the update. And if you want to reply to that, there's a reply button that records it in the job. It records your reply in the job from the email. So it's perfectly streamlined. It really is, and it works. It's a proven process. But anyway, to look inside one of these jobs, I can just click this hamburger icon, view the job right here, and I'll bring you into a job. So you've got all your details in here of the job. This is a note that was placed in the ticket from our team to you guys. It was emailed to you, and you saw it via email, but it's recorded in here for if somebody else on your team comes in, they can enjoy knowing the state of what was the correspondence that was back and forth with you guys. So we'll go back to the dashboard, and that's the comparison view down below this purple line of all your open tickets right here. Now up at the top, you see these two bannered things here. These are pending approval estimates. So these are just a couple of estimates that are still pending approval. We just kind of showcase them up at the top there because there's an action needed from you guys to approve it or to request a change to it or something like that. So that's what those are if you're curious, but we're going to jump right into new service requests. So if we click this blue button up here, it will open this and you enter a customer PO number if you have one. If not, don't worry, we generate one for you. You select the trade or you type. You can just type, electrical, and it'll start narrowing down to the trade there for you. And then you enter the service details. So please make the repairs. I'll be generic for the demo here, but you get the point. And then you select the priority of standard or emergency. You give us an optional phone number. These are optional things for the, if you have a location manager that you need us to meet with when the tech gets on site, you can give us some special instructions. Again, that's an optional step. But you drop down and you choose your service location right here. You can attach a file if you need to. If not, don't worry about it. And you click submit. And when you do that, that job appears right here on the dashboard for you. It emails you a copy of the job. It puts the job in our side. We dispatch it, and then you start getting emails fired to you of the ETA, tech on site, job complete, or an estimate sent to you. So that's it for the service cycle of the job. Again, you put the job in, all that stuff starts coming at you of the progress. We use grassroots technician, local technician professionals to do these jobs. There's no third party in between us. We are vetting out and finding locals to do these jobs and show up when they say they're going to, do quality work verifications, and we find out what the cost should be when we're dealing with them, and we execute on that, and hold, and have all that accountability and stuff. So I'm going to do one more thing with you while we've got you on this demo. Again, you've got location profiles. Those are stacked with data about your locations. Like if there's location specific information on one of your locations, that we had a customer that has their plumbing lines lined with a liner. And so that information is important. Every time a plumbing ticket's put in for that location, that information that the plumbing lines at that location are lined is auto-populated on every plumbing work order for that location of yours to notify our technicians that they can't use a certain kind of auger because they'll tear up that liner. So it's things like that where we've tagged pertinent information to certain locations for you that create fail safes, and so your location profiles are stacked with images of your locations. They're stacked with really street view of your locations, all kind of stuff like that. But in the portal here, also, like I said, there's information that begins to populate on your on these work orders to our techs to prevent, to give certain pertinent information that they need to execute on that particular location. But I'm going to go into the reporting a little bit and show you guys what it looks like. If you go in here, you're going to see those are different trades. Look, let's pop up. Those are different trades and spend per trade by month. And you can change this to the month, quarter, the year, or just a from date, and you can put in unique dates and break that stuff down. You can export all of these things to Excel right here easily, and they pop right out and go to Excel. There's different types of reports down here that are showing all your different trades and all your different information about your locations. But if we go to job report over here, this is one of my favorite reports because it just gives you everything to do with all your locations and spend and that kind of thing. So I'm going to go to January of 2024 to December of 2024 and see if I could show the report, and that will populate the entire report. Okay, this is the one that I was looking for. So this one, I want to go to the year and select 2024 and show you guys this report. All invoice job report. So if you look here, and I'm just going to go ahead and export it to Excel because it's so impressive in Excel to me. Okay, so here's what it shows you when it goes into Excel. All invoice jobs for 2024, and then it gives you January, gives you trade, gives you job number, gives you amount, gives you your location, gives you month total, and then it goes down through each month. And then at the end of it here, it gives you the grand total for the whole year. So it's a really good report. There's a lot of different reports. You can break this down by location and trade, but that's the report center inside your customer portal. And that will conclude our demo of our customer portal login view. That concludes our episode of the second call after the discovery call, but the portal demo call for potential customers to come in and see what it's like in a screen share of creating a ticket in our system and how it accommodates the customers and all the, traffic flows to them. And they can just kind of sit back and watch the whole job cycle and feel confident that things are happening and moving. If they go in the portal, they can see the dashboard, they can see the status of their jobs. And so anyway, we love that part of it. The customers love that part of it. And we hope you enjoyed this episode, but Merry Christmas to you guys. 2025 is going to be amazing for Retail Fix It, but it's going to be amazing for you too. We've got a lot of exciting things happening. This industry is going to be changing and getting the trust levels and just new beginnings and stuff are going to be transpiring all over this industry. There's going to be relationships that are exciting again, that are trustworthy again and trusted again. And there's, technologies in a place it's never been before. And this is certainly a space where technology can solve facility management. And that's why we're so heavy. And that's why we have an in-house development team. Again, Merry Christmas. God bless you. Thank you for viewing this episode of the Retail Fix It podcast. Be sure and like and share and subscribe. Stay with us. We want to create community. We're changing the industry and transforming the way facility maintenance is done. We're doing it with relationships that matter, that are solid, where there's trust. We're doing it where there's technology that streamlines it because we're thinking about all parties winning. It's important for the vendor to win just as much as the customer, because if the vendor wins on process and ease of use and stuff with this whole thing, and they feel like they're going to get paid when they were told they got paid, then all of that quality of service from them and all of that experience that they're having is creating cost savings from the vendor, which is passed on to the customer. So we have focused hard on the experience, of course, of the customer. There's no end to that. But we equally almost create that expectation level from us towards the vendor to serve them down on that side, because they want to experience that, and then they'll love to work for us. And there's no grudge cost that the customers get from us because they're enjoying it, and we get first place in their hearts. So if they've got a bunch of emergencies from a bunch of customers of theirs, they're going to us first because they get paid when they say they're going to us first because they love how to work with us and our teams and our processes. So we're able to get that priority service and that cost favor from the vendor and pass that up to the customer. So working both sides to make something, like I said, where everybody wins. And so God bless you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and let's kill it in 2025.